being with the piano, be it alone or on stage, playing for other people. This moment where I start playing the piano, this is the one moment in my life where I'm absolutely fearless. Where I genuinely believe that nothing dangerous can happen to me. What's the worst thing which can happen to me during a performance? I screw up the performance. And so when I realized that nothing can happen to me, it became the space of my fearless, most freest moment in my life. Well, if you ask me how I started making music, my mom was playing and teaching. You know, I was a 3-year-old kid who just thought, oh, that sounds exciting, let's try it out. So I crawled to the piano, couldn't reach the keyboard, and so I lifted myself up as much as possible and started pushing down keys. And to be very honest, and I mean it, that's exactly what I've been doing ever since. Pushing down black and white keys and being very excited about it. I loved running out on stage, of any kind, as long as I knew that there are people who are listening to me. That can be a restaurant or a concert hall, my living room or a theater, any space. I don't care for spaces. I genuinely don't. And people would, often ask me, oh, what do you think about this acoustic or that acoustic? Isn't it exciting to play in this hall or in that hall? Yeah, it is. But I genuinely couldn't care less where I play, as long as I make music for other people. I don't really feel comfortable by calling myself an activist. I would really consider myself just being, a human being who is genuinely interested in the world he lives in. And I feel a genuine obligation and responsibility to be a citizen in the world I live in. It comes with responsibilities to care for other people. That's how I would describe the motivation why I do what I do, but I'm not an activist. Well, the Brexit thing was that I was asked to play the first night of the proms. And I believe this was the first night of the proms after the Brexit. And so I knew that it's going to be live broadcasted on British television for many, many, many people. I knew that once I'm on stage, no one can, kick me off stage. I secretly bought a little lapel pin, which was showing the flag of the European Union. For the duration of the 40 minutes of Beethoven's Third Piano Concerto, all cameras were showing me in HD, and everybody saw this little European Union flag on my lapel. And then when it came to the encore, I played this little excerpt of the Ode to Joy, which decades ago has been declared the anthem of the European Union. So the message was clear, but the fact that a very well-known British politician back then, one of those bigoted guys, publicly said that I hijacked the BBC proms, was quite fantastic. It was great fun. But the motivation was very sincere. All it took me to do was to think about it and to spend $2 on a lapel pin. The one main cause which I have been involved with, and many, many, many others also have been, is the fact I simply don't like people whose life concept is to declare other people to be people of second or third-rate people. Call it racism, call it anti-Semitism. Each field is different.
Hallo. Liebe Freunde, meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, an diesem Abend unter diesem Titel diesen Saal so zu sehen, macht mich gerade sehr, sehr froh. Vielen Dank. Aber eines ist dieser Abend nicht. Es ist kein Abend, an dem irgendeiner hier aus dem Saal mit gesenktem Haupt rausgehen soll. Aber was das hier vor allen Dingen ist und sein soll, von tiefstem Herzen, ist auch ein Stück weit eine Feier dieses Momentes. Bei so einem Konzert, das ist meine Überzeugung, und so ein Beisammensein, das wird die Welt nicht retten. Aber was es vielleicht gibt, ist uns, die hier sind, die Möglichkeit, ein Stück weit die Batterien aufzuladen, sich nicht allein zu fühlen, gestärkt rauszugehen.
Dehumanization of people has been the main field of my, let's call it, political societal involvement. And of course, being a Jew, anti-Semitism, not only but especially today, became more and more of an issue. Being active and being involved with certain topics comes with the price that there will always be an ass on the other side who will try to silence you or threaten you or attack you. I've been mostly really annoyed and pissed and angry, to be honest. I had to live for some time with security. They literally limit your space of movement. It's great that they're there, but it's limiting your freedom of movement. I have not for one day have I been afraid, but I was angry because I knew my family was afraid. My friends were afraid. When this happened, I was so angry that I went to my hairdresser and I asked for a very, and I quote, very angry, violent, short haircut. Oh, you're laughing. That is actually what happened. And I used to have a French hairdresser back then, and he said, oh, I will absolutely do that for you. And then he just shaved everything. And the first performance I gave after that was in Switzerland. That was the fastest, most violent appassionata I've ever played. I don't even know how I pulled that off, but I did. It had a great effect on me during that time. But the one thing it did not do, it didn't make me afraid. It made me very, very angry. And if I think back, that some asshole thought that it's smart to send a message. All he created was fear from my family and my friends. None of us will ever stop racism or stop anti-Semitism. This thing has been there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. I'm not trying to eradicate it. I'm fighting it. It's never gonna disappear. This is the time where I am alive. And in my time, I'm fighting it. Music won't stop racism either. But we can show that a different world is possible. People of any kind and background and culture and color and age and whatever can make music together. This is a message we can send to the world. Inside a concert hall, there will be people who will say, oh wow, that's fantastic, and then they'll clap and they'll have a great time, which is fantastic. Now, if they want to fight dehumanization of other people, take this experience home and make this experience part of your daily life. Well, that would be a beginning. I know that the one thing music can do is create an opportunity to act differently. A musical performance creates a space where people experience something together, each and everyone in a different way, but together. And everybody in this space, within this space, has space, right? And the right to exist. And so there is an opportunity to be different. There's an opportunity to be immense. There's an opportunity for togetherness. As human beings, do we translate that opportunity and transfer it to daily life? Well, there's nothing music can do about that. This is solely on us. I think it's idiotic to say that music can, save the world or solve a problem. But a musical performance and the experience of a musical performance can create an incredible atmosphere of togetherness and timely healing. It can.